one of Boundy's first bigger forays into the spotlight was at Summer Jam 12 over a year ago now, 14 months, where Boundy wound up finishing 3rd, losing to Sparky25 in Losers Final. But it sit here at Losers Final again as I forget to save the scoreboard.
Yeah,
it is hard. It's hard to do this at the same time.
I feel that, yeah. No problem. Still rocking both updating the on-stream stuff as well as commentating.
As they button check to make sure that their explosions still work. They
oh, let me tell you, yes, they work. They both frame 1. They both work.
Exactly, but they do a lot of they do have a lot of history going back against each other. Sparky did eventually take that set and wound up losing, of course, to the then and current #1 Juice in a sweep of Grand Finals. But since then, they have evolved as players. I feel like really you can't grow within a character as much as you can with Duck Hunt as you can with other characters. And Boundy, I feel like, has evolved a bit more, his playstyle a bit more as we get started from Losers Finals to PlayStation Pokemon Stadium. I had in my mind PS1.
Yeah.
And then, but in my mind, PlayStation 1. It just always will be.
Yeah.
But
same with me.
Nonetheless, man, there goes that. There goes any chance I had of being a Nintendo ambassador. But.
But
either way, yeah, like these two are people who, I mean, it's almost like the unstoppable force meets the immovable object. You have Snake, who has dictated so much of the game, but then you have Duck Hunt, who's very content to do what he does in order to be effective, and that's not going to change much, Mini Boss.
No, not especially with going up against Snake. Like, he's going to pull out grenades from far away, chuck them in, like he's doing right now, trying to get that far away collateral damage before the main man goes in himself. But that's also true with Duck Hunt. Like you were saying before, Sparky's playstyle hasn't, quote-unquote, advanced that much, but it's because he's done so... Never mind. C4. Sparky's gameplay has benefited him so well. He's in finals matches very, very consistently, pretty much every season. It's the old mantra of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But at the same time, like you said, Snake is a top tier because of his playstyle. Like, you know he's going to go for grenades. You know he's going to get a brunt of his damage off of that. He's going to look for throw combos, and once you're high enough on percent, he's going to look for that up tilt confirm, which is primarily what Snakes do. But going toe-to-toe right here, right now, both these guys showing the skill of both their characters. They were resetting at 2 stocks, fresh at 0 for both of them. And we'll see who gets the edge out going into final stocks here.
I almost want to give the advantage here, and this is entirely speculation, so call me out on this.
Okay.
But I almost want to give the advantage to Sparky here, just because he's a little bit more fresh. He has been obviously in the wings for his Lucis bracket to get finished up, but sitting there as making winners final as the 6th seed, eventually succumbing to Blazing Pasta 3-1 in winners final, taking out really people like MVP, Psychedelic, and of course Beast in winners semifinal along the way. He's been waiting for a long time, but this has been a very different path for Boundy as he tries to maintain advantage on the stage. The advantage state of Snake can very seldom be denied, but Sparky indeed attempting to do so. Boundy looking to fight for his bracket life, having to go through, after losing in the top 32 winner's side, to Luck by a score of 2-1. He takes out JDL, Gelatin, and Abs. I mean, Abs is an upset, but I wouldn't say that's too huge. Then he beats Mercury. Then he beats Sabo. 2-0.
Yeah.
Then he beats Yoda Cage just now in a Game 5 situation. I mean, this guy showed a lot of character here tonight, but it really just makes you wonder, Mini Boss, how much gas does he have left in the tank?
Yeah, fatigue is definitely something to dictate the flow of a game, and being the first hand of it dictates some commentary fatigue right now. So I can definitely attest to the negative effects of it right now. Ooh, super close there. But I mean, he's holding on pretty well. Momentum is a huge thing, but it seems he has momentum to spare, and they're actually going to take out 126
This
has
is
to be
even.
super careful. Yeah, it absolutely is even, and it is even truer now. Still getting that call out, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, who's the person who said that they hate call out being a term on commentary? I think it was Coney, wasn't it?
What?
Yeah, something like that.
Come on, Coney.
Let's not. Hey, there's no reason to
room to
call
talk.
him out. Either way, as Sparky getting a little close to ledge, Boundy forced to regrab. But
Very interesting weight there, but yeah, good.
absolutely. I mean, I like to refer to Smash as the most fast-paced game of chess that you've ever seen in your life. In this case, the chess game slows up just a little bit. So we can admit that.
I
But
can
at the
put
same
my feet
time,
up if I want to.
but
No.
this is ultimately these two trying to outthink each other. This is the battle
yeah.
of wits from the Princess Bride. You don't know which cup has the poison, and one of these two is going to take a more than lethal sip here within the coming minutes.
Inconceivable! Wasn't sure how far to gauge the mic distance for that, but
No, you did well on that.
Thank you.
All things
And
considered.
again, the wave from how is he not able to hit? He's waiting on ledge for so long. That down tilt definitely should have hit.
Oh, the Cypher. Oh, he had to air dodge up in order to grab the ledge. Does so beautifully. But yeah, they don't know. I guess you really don't know what to do as Duck Hunt against a character that is ostensibly a more effective version of yourself, or at least a little bit more streamlined version of yourself. You have basically the plan, all things considered. But Boundy, he's being put to ledge quite a bit, and it really feels like Sparky just has a better handle on this character, as you might expect, just considering how long he's been playing this character.
Yeah, for sure. I can definitely see Snake, like you said, being a more streamlined Duck Hunt, just because the fact that call out the can, time for it takes from the call out the can is the reason why he lost that set, by the way.
Yeah, and he had no idea what to do, and eventually tries to do something new, but that something new was something old, and that was landing on Snake, mini-boss.
Well, on platform, but still, yeah, you're just making yourself hover in the air while you land on platform, so still getting poised to be able to hit with that up tilt. And like you said, the speed that Snake can pull out those grenades is a lot better than Duck Hunt pulling out his can. They both come out frame one for sure, but if you're able to somehow throw out a hit that can hit just Duck Hunt and not the can, you're more likely to hit with that, depending on the move's speed, of course. But Snake has a lot less time to throw out the directional air dodge to avoid that. Where Duck Hunt, he's in a whole animation of, like, you know, throwing his hands in the air as he calls out the can. So yeah, I see the argument, you know, like Snake is just like a better Duck Hunt, but if Duck Hunt were going to be in any other's hands, and if the match was still going to be even past that point, it would be in the hands of Sparky. But right now, he's fiending a little bit for some sort of traction in this set overall. Going to be very huge. I noticed before that Nikita wasn't able to. It actually makes the can explode, but it doesn't cancel out the Nikita at all. It has a little bit of lag, but you're still able to control it and move it and all that.
And I was about to say, I mean, Sparky is definitely, Sparky is without a doubt a Philadelphia player. You can tell because he texts those. The can catches Boundy sleeping at the ledge.
Yeah.
Not a good place to take a nap, and now taking a bit of a more permanent rest. Below.
Oh, dang. Is that what's down there in Pokemon Stadium? Just
That makes
all
you
those
wonder.
fans are cheering because people are dying down there. That is sick.
They want blood, man. I mean,
It's the Roman Coliseum all over again.
no one said Indigo was the most civil company place in the world. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And now things have slowed up just a little bit again. Damage is being piled on, but I mean, this is a bullet hell that Boundy is not really used to. It seems like, or at least he's playing like it.
Yeah, it seems that Sparky is leaning more towards that, you know, run behind can and play more defensively, at least from when we've seen him tonight. But he's starting to, you know, rely on them a lot more to be the front man in terms of his pressure. And, you know, I don't have to tell a Snake when you put that pressure up like that. I mean, Snakes throw out up tilts.
They sure do, and he got another one. But again, Boundy on ledge. Sparky finally picking up the
gumption to get out there finally.
Yeah, exactly. Challenging him on ledge, but that mortar a little too much for any dog to handle.
Couldn't
now
get the
Duck
down
Hunt
throw.
gonna have to figure out how to take this last stock off of one of the more talented Snakes in the region.
See right here, getting stuffed out by both Gunner and the Clay Pigeon. Dash attack though, going to cut through a lot more that Duck Hunt can throw out. Able to dodge Nikita, but he had to expend up B. He's able to get back coverage with up smash because of the roll, and again!
Wow, Boundy. Yes, Sparky was made to question his recovery just a little bit too much. And yeah, Snake's advantage state, again, you cannot sleep on it. And Boundy finds himself up 2-0 in this set as I forget to hit the save button. And masterful, I'll say, use of the Nikitas.
Yeah.
It's, and you know what? It is a simple strategy, but it's an effective one.
Exactly.
We can't really, we do praise Sparky a lot for his optimal style of gameplay. This is Boundy playing optimally. Yeah.
I mean, frustrating as it is, Boundy is keeping his cool, and he's just answering in earnest when he finds the opportunities to do so. And more times than not, it's because grenades come out and do that damage for him, and then he realizes, oh, my opponent's at 110, 120 damage. If he tries to assault more pressure because he's down in terms of the set, then I can punish off of a whiff with an up tilt.
Yeah, but at the same time, Sparky trying to assert his will on the set, doing so rather effectively. Boundy looking to make his way back up, and yeah, Boundy, he can't just wait at ledge, though I understand why he would want to do so. He's got to play this mind game just a little bit more effectively. That's going to be a regrab. He's not invincible.
Actually,
and Sparky knew that he had to make a move there.
What we just saw is that Boundy should wait at ledge like that, because Can was ineffective. Shooter was ineffective. The only thing that was effective is the dog actually coming in to try to get a down tilt hit. He's cutting out the middleman of Duck Hunt and forcing the dog out.
Does hit the tech and survives, but at 93%, there are no free rides back to the stage against the Snake. Eventually approaches, gets the nair, and does indeed the kill. Gets himself a little bit closer to making this a more manageable situation. Can will come out, but is intercepted by the mortar. Now, it does make you wonder that these, that this past narrative that I brought up, I don't think it's ringing through their minds. I mean, Boundy is a changed person, and he has a bigger goal on his mind at the moment, and that is the tournament at hand.
For sure. In
front of him, but at the same time, this is a testament to just how much he has grown as a player. He's not falling for the impatience that has plagued him before as a player and frankly as a person. This is the coming out of a more mature Boundy that we frankly have not been privy to all that much in the past.
And I want to say that Lens, just because of his character playstyle, somewhat mirrors that. Like, if you're going up, if your character is turtley is a little negative connotation, but a turtley character that throws out projectiles and gets the brunt of their damage that way, if you're going up against an opponent that, you know, has to find all their hits very close up, then you're sitting fine in the wheelhouse. But if you're going up against a mirror match, you're going to be frustrated because you can't do the things you normally can do. So maybe that's why Boundy finds a little bit of frustration going up against the Duck Hunt and Sparky. But like you said, yeah, he's definitely a lot more. He's not letting the mirror match get to his mental state at all, and he's playing it as he should.
And obviously, no one's a finished product. He's got a long way to go in terms of that particular part of his development as a player, but showing a little bit more of a concentration towards effectiveness and a little bit less emotion in his play. That has been a problem for him, especially against Sparky in the past. But the Nikita will send Sparky into the stage and out of the blast zone. All of a sudden, Sparky dead to rights on his last stock potentially.
And even if it isn't, he still has to pull out another 2 wins. So this is do or die time for Sparky. But as the combos come in for Snake and C4, unforeseen even from my eyes, racked on now 89 damage, climbing 118. So much damage racked up in so little time. And it's being pushed away ever farther out of Sparky's reach.
Boundy's redemption, is it at hand here? Sparky will do everything he can to say no. And he will sit back, as he is one to do, and has been one to do throughout this set. The shooter combination.
That almost was in danger of taking.
I can't believe Sparky has brought this back.
Oh my
Boundy
God.
needs to be careful here.
Yeah, that fair trade.
Oh, but right into the forward smash. Sparky laid the trap, and Boundy walked to it, and it is 1-2, still in favor of Boundy, but Sparky with a spark of life.
What a turnaround. Was that 3 clay pigeons in the up air doing the brunt of the work? We thought Snake had the combo game down there, but Sparky just throwing out the same move over and over again, much like a Roy. And getting those hits in with the side Bs, I believe.
Yeah, and that is the trouble with Snake as we go back to Pokemon Stadium, game number 4. That is the trouble with Snake, is that once you get put into disadvantage, you're in a... as evidenced by that ridiculous combo we saw from Sparky25.
Yeah, I mean, he could have pulled out a grenade, but at the same time, the clay pigeon was the one doing the hit there. It was a little bit of an extended hitbox, so the dog wasn't at risk of getting hit at all, and potentially he head into an up air a lot earlier. Maybe he could have reduced it from 3 clay pigeons to 2, but it still would have been a huge combo nonetheless, and he still would have eaten the grenade for it. So yeah, probably wasn't an option in his mind. Just to let Sparky do the combo he was going to do and try to get that confirmed up tilt somewhere after landing. But yeah, the amazing little combo was able to save Sparky's skin. But like I said before, he still has to win 2 more, and he has to play very flawlessly. He does seem to have a new spark of life, as you said before. But once again, they seem very, very even in terms of these first bouts on first stock.
Sparky will look to capitalize here as he sits back, lets the can do most of the work, and the grenades, I mean, still dictating his movement enough for Boundy to function in some regard. But the mortar not doing nearly as much as he would like, except maybe challenge Sparky to go a little bit too low. Beautiful hit into the can, by the way. Oh my, the Nikita. You can't run from it forever, mini-boss.
Nah, you probably couldn't tech that either.
Oh, Boundy, a little slice of Philly for you strangers.
Are we saying he was mature? I think we should take that back.
You know what? You can be mature and still have a moxie, mini-boss.
Sure, why not?
And now, as Sparky, he did return the favor and indeed has taken a slight lead, as both gentlemen are on their second stock here. But as Boundy is trying to press the initiative, trying to take control of the neutral, saying, hey, you know what, just a reminder, just because you're a little bit further away from me, I can still hit you. So you're going to have to utilize, you're going to really have to wall me out, not just me, but these mortars, these Nikitas, these grenades. And I'm going to make you move around me instead of the other way around. It really is just it's a staring contest at this point.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Just grenades and cans flying around. You definitely have to watch your movement, but also you have to watch where your opponent's going at the same time. It's a very active match going on. In terms of projectiles and, you know, regarding when your character is going to go for a follow-up. Get the parry though, but the follow-up, very nice off-ledge, I believe parry that was for Sparky. Sending the can out, unfortunate, sends up another one. And again, I really like, I mean, it's not thrilling, but it's making Sparky go in with with the dog, and unfortunately that led to another stock claim. And again, Sparky is on potential final stock.
Yeah, and he's making sure to keep the C4 on the ground as he got killed with the C4 on that first stock, but make sure that the second stock bears no such mistake. C4 on the platform.
Had to shield the shooter there, so he was just able to throw it back there right after the shield popped after that. Great reaction to the roll with a grab. They're trying to send it out. Great movement of the can, too, to bring it right back onto the ledge. Still relegated. Nice. Actually, the shooter dropped, yeah. If he times it right, he'll be able to drop below the Cypher and hit Snake.
Order, Boundy.
A lot of explosives there.
He is making Sparky challenge himself to find a way back to the stage. However, this is about as even as it's going to get from here on in, folks. Because this is not much of a lead to speak of.
No, we saw the burst potential of damage from both these characters and these players, so anything can happen in these last couple moments. Hopefully not last couple moments for Sparky, but only time will tell. Trying to find something on the ground. Grenade going to stifle a little bit of Sparky's movement. Gets the dare.
I do kind of object to the claim that that Sparky is Allentown. I don't think his aspirations are high enough. Mortar, up smash. Going to challenge his approach back to the stage. However, the air dodge in. And yeah, no, Nikita, that's not a read. That's a whole reaction. Let's be real.
That shield was so low.
Beautiful. But he survived it somehow.
Yeah. Shooter getting his back. Very nice job going for a grab, so he forced the rollout.
Shooter says, I got your 6. But the up tilt will come in, and Sparky on his tournament stock. He'll have to make something happen here. Have to pull out a little bit of that magic if he wants to survive again. But will the Nikita deny him?
No, but he has to watch for the grab and up tilt confirmed. He's at the percentage. Even more so now at near 130. But
the up tilt!
No grab needed. Able to decisively claim it 3-1. Boundy will advance on to try again against Blazing Pasta in grand finals tonight.
Beautifully done by Boundy. A weight lifted off the shoulders of the Drexel man as he makes his way into grand finals. What a showing by Boundy, and he had to keep his cool, he had to keep his composure. He was tested at times during that set, but he finds his way back into the set, and he finds his way back into grand. So as Blazing Pasta awaits, gotta say that was quite the display that we saw from the young Drexel.
Absolutely. I mean, just the one slight notice that I saw of him, like, you know, you saw him at the ledge, waiting for the invincibility to cool down, and just waiting there, because he knows a lot of the Duck Hunt's projectiles, they're going to go straight ahead unless he can get a really specific drop down with the can. He's protected from basically every projectile, so he forces the dog to come in. That little slight detail was only the top layer of the plan that Boundy had to go up against Sparky in those later rounds. So, I mean, props to him for finding something in that match to be able to excel over Sparky. One of his demons, but he has silenced that demon tonight.